Thank you for having me.
Oh, our pleasure.
Yay, cool. So, Allison, yay, first of all, I mean, everyone's very excited. We have never gotten so many, fan mail, questions. Everyone is really, really psyched that you're here. So thanks for being here, first of all.
Oh, please. It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Cool. And we actually usually start with having our guests telling us a little bit of how, they got involved in the industry. So you mind sharing a little bit about that with us?
No, not at all. I started acting when I was 4. My mom actually thought that I was cute and thought that I could, model or something, make some money for college. And she bought a book called How to Get Your Child into Show Business. And in the back of the book, there was a test that both she and I had to take, and if we passed the test, then we should be in show business. Was basically the end of the test. And my mom and I both passed with flying colors and sent a bunch of pictures off to agents, and that was how I got started. Then when I was 5, I took my first acting class, and I kind of just haven't looked back.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So 4 years old, and now you have a great career. Of course, you're in Smallville, which is what most people know you for now.
I was on Smallville, yeah.
You was, yeah.
You were, that's right.
The season finale is tomorrow, I believe, right?
It is.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah,
so you guys.
we're gonna get to the Smallville part in a second, but I wanted to let you know some of the emails we got are from places like Ireland, Chile, Brazil, Germany. A lot of people know you. So I wanted to ask you, what does it feel like to be as recognized as you are? And do you ever wish you weren't so recognizable?
It doesn't really feel like much of anything. It doesn't. I'm very lucky because I have enough anonymity that my life isn't really that different. I mean, if anything, I get some lovely people saying nice things to me on the street. But other than that, it's not like my personal life is splayed across the covers of magazines. And more than anything, I have the privilege of sharing the things that I love with large groups of people because, certain people actually care what I think because of the show. But that's really like the greatest effect that I feel from being in the public eye. I love people, and I love the fact that I have the ability to share the things that are really important to me with lots and lots of people. So I don't ever really wish that I was less recognizable at this point in my career. But I also don't have paparazzi stalking me. So
not yet, anyway.
Yeah, talk to me in a couple of years maybe, and I may have a different answer for you.
Cool.
Allison, this is co-host Mark. Thank you very much for coming on. We really appreciate it. But I have to admit that probably much to the chagrin of most people listening right now, and probably Jeff and maybe even Juan, I'm actually a Smallville virgin. I've never seen one episode of the show. I mean, obviously I know of it because it's very, very popular, and I've seen ads and everything, but I've never actually watched it. So I was wondering if you could sell me, and I know that the show is 10 seasons long, but I was wondering if you could sell me on why I should watch Smallville, what's it about, and this is for not just me, but maybe anybody in our audience, like the 1.5 people in the audience right now that hasn't seen the show. Sell me on, and those 1.5 other people, sell me on this show in 30 seconds.
Sell
right?
you? Sell you on the show.
Yeah, sell me on the show. Okay, ready? Wait.
Because 10 years of the show isn't enough.
Mark's very demanding that way.
I'm going to count down. Hold on. Ready? One.
You got to stop watching everything. 1, 2, 3, go.
Smallville is a show that
time's up.
Oh, come on. Stop.
There you go.
Those 3 seconds go very fast.
That was 3 seconds I thought I got 10 seconds.
Sorry, I wrote down 3. I said 30. I meant 30. Hold on. All right, ready? We'll start over. Ready? And go.
Smallville is a show that combines every genre into 42 minutes of an action-packed, romance-filled, creative, and exciting story told in a beautiful, cinematic, and intense way.
There you go.
I guess that would be the best
That was
way
good.
to
That was 30 seconds. And
under 30 seconds, too. That's
very
good.
interesting. I'm sold. I will watch it.
There you go.
Playing all 3 seasons right now on Amazon. Hold on.
All right, Mark. That'll only take you about a year to get through.
Yes, probably.
Hi, Allison. This is Jeff. Unlike Mark, I have been watching Smallville for the past 10 years, and I've always been impressed with you and all the actors on the show, and especially the arc you've taken Chloe through over the years. Can you talk about how Chloe has grown and what it's been like to play a character for 10 years?
Yeah, it's incredibly rare as an actor to be able to play one person for a decade. That is not something that happens very often. And, I mean, we're sort of white-collar gypsies, you know. We kind of travel from one thing to the next, usually every 3 months. So the fact that we've stuck with the same thing for 10 years is amazing. I have stuck with the same thing for 10 years is amazing. It's been a very defining process and reviewing process, because your character, when you play it for that long, can't help be very similar to you, and the things that happen to the character that you play can't help but be somewhat similar to what goes on for you in your life. So it was always really interesting and exciting for me to come in to this season and see what they had in store for Chloe that year, and have the opportunity to draw parallels between what it is that was going on for me when I was 24 and what it is that was going on for Chloe at that same time, because in a lot of ways they were very similar. I grew up on the show. I started the show when I was 18. I'm now 28. Chloe grew up on the show. You know, when the show started, she was a freshman in high school, and now she's, you know, married and to Oliver Queen. And so I think that having the opportunity to flesh something out so fully that you get to see the development of a character from a teenager to a woman is so rare and so exciting and so self-defining in a lot of ways.
Certainly. We're talking to Allison Mack. You know her best as Chloe on Smallville. Now, Allison, when you signed on for Smallville several years ago, over, I bet, about a decade now, did you ever expect it would have the success that it did? Did you ever predict that it was going to take off like it has and become such a phenomenon on